All right, welcome back.
And thank you for opening
Your mind
and your heart
for another dose
of Red Pill Rapport
with Romy
and Harold.
Let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order.
Fear itself.
A world for the rule of law.
Nam yo renge yo
Nam yo.
All
What's
right.
up, everybody?
What's going on, everybody? How's it going?
How's it doing?
Welcome back to our show, Red Pill Rapport. We're
Yes.
excited.
Yeah.
We're excited to be here for you.
Super excited. We can't contain ourselves. There's so much going on in the world. We want to tell you about the wonderful things that we've got going on and what we did. Was it
That's
last
right.
week?
Oh, man,
Wait,
we've
when did we do that thing?
We did on Saturday, last Saturday.
Was it last Saturday?
Yeah, it was a week ago today.
A week ago today.
Yeah, so yeah, lots of stuff going on. We're super excited about just the world events and just observing what's happening around us and just knowing that we know the bigger picture and we're excited to try to help everybody through it.
Yeah, what's up? Oh, sorry. I'm just
What are you doing?
making another post.
Dude, are you making another Facebook post right at
You know how we had some issues.
Yeah.
Again, it just works out that way. We had some issues again.
Let's do it. So everybody, let's give Harold a little bit of time to make his post. That's right. This is the time where Harold will reach out through his social media people to let them know that we are indeed recording and doing our thing. And he hits send.
Sure now. All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm actually here now. Done. Done, I promise.
Oh man, no, dude. You know what? We wouldn't have it any other way. If you don't post a picture or some sort of post when we're recording, then it really didn't happen, right?
All right.
Okay,
It really didn't happen.
and it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, because what was it? The last episode that we're capturing synchronicities. We're
Dude.
capturing all kinds of stuff on film. So you got to catch me making a post.
Yeah, dude, it's the magic. That's how it works, dude. Like, and you listeners, audience, you guys are the ones that are witnessing this with us. So welcome to 5D.
Just a little glimpse.
and 3D. It's all at the same time.
all at the same time.
Because time's relative.
It's my relative.
Time, your relative is here.
Time
is relative.
Time is your relative.
Uncle Time. What is it? Who's the uncle of time? Kronos. Uncle
You
Kronos.
take the O and make it an I and put an E on it. Uncle Tom.
Oh God.
Well,
dude.
let's not even go there.
I
with
wasn't
Uncle-
going
let's
there,
not even
bro.
go there with Uncle Tom. My bad. I was
dude,
just
yeah.
the time Tom.
We're gonna have to edit that out.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna say that I'm a racist.
Yeah, they're gonna call you a proud boy or something.
I'm a proud boy. A proud boy, racist.
I'm proud to be.
I used to be
American.
called a pretty boy. Did you ever used to be called a pretty boy?
Dude, man, if I had a nickel every time, I had like 15 cents or something.
You're like 3 to be exact. I have 15 cents.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. So it's good to be back. The event that we had last week was amazing, and it was before we talk about that, let's ask everybody to go to our YouTube channel if you like our content and subscribe, hit the notification button so you get all the videos once we put them out. Share it, please, if you would. Comment and help that little thing we call
Algorithm.
boom. So.
We need to put. Do you have any music? Like, we're just plays music on.
Yeah, I do. I already played the song. We can play it again.
No.
No, we'll add some sort of
We'll do something.
Well, I'll add the music.
Yeah, I know we're still going through them growing pains.
Yeah, because every time you fail, I failed you, man.
Oh, Romy.
Yeah,
So
so we can have a
used
lot
to
of fun.
those noises.
Did I just trigger something?
Yeah, man, I'll get up and run. Where's my baby at?
Daddy mode.
Daddy mode, always.
Yeah. So back to the event.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we this was the first time that we got inspired to get people together and have them. Your mic, I think.
Is my
Oh, no, there you go. They get them together as community and offer hope.
Yeah. A space for inspiration,
Yeah.
hope, unity, seeing the opportunities that we have on the other end of what we're going through right now.
The shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and we see this from a bigger perspective.
Man, bro, I was just sorry I'm to interrupt, but you're like, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and that was us. We're the light beam.
Yes, dude. Yeah, man.
Gotta show y'all.
Yeah, and that's everybody, and that's you, listener. You're the light. I mean,
Yes.
everybody has the light within them that you can choose to be good or bad, and you have the light. And if you're here listening to us 7 minutes in, you're guided to be here, and welcome to the club. And thank you for the support. We're so grateful that you have an open mind and an open heart. And we want to continue to have these events. So what we did is we had a gathering. We watched the documentary Thrive 2.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Thrive 1, go see that, and then Thrive 2 if you can get it.
Yeah,
We got a link or something.
We'll link the link to the description here. It says thriveon.com, but you can click the link on the description. And so the documentary kind of just it piggybacks off the initial documentary, and it kind of it talks about the new technologies that are going to be released or can be released already, because they exist already. The new
quantum,
the unified field.
yeah,
right?
the unified field.
The 0 point energy that we can harness and use for free energy.
Well, there was that one thing, and that Richard, Mike's going in and out.
Oh yeah,
He was telling us about the app. What was it? An app or something? Oh no, there was a thing that you can talk into, and it can pick out any energy imbalances through your voice.
Yeah. There's an app that can do that, and there's technologies out there that
And they've been doing it.
and
And that's the thing, is they've been doing it already. They know things.
right. So we haven't been exposed to this information because we have the controllers that don't want us to know any of this. They don't want us to know that sound and frequency can heal you.
Yeah.
They don't want you to know that there is free energy out there that we can harness and not have to pay for it.
Right.
Because if we knew all of this, and we're starting to, then the world would awaken and simply stand up. And once we all collectively get it and had enough, and we're so close, once we get it and we stand up, the world is ours, and these technologies are going to be coming out.
Yeah.
And they're already coming out.
They're already coming out.
And that's what we wanted to bring people together and expose them to.
Yeah.
So it was great.
It was fun.
Yeah,
we had food.
We had food. We had drink. We had good conversations.
Yeah.
Me and you, we had our little
Yeah,
setup,
we'll give
dude.
y'all,
That was so cool.
We'll give y'all some video in the future.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see how we jump it in there.
Yeah, we caught some video, but wasn't able to edit it in. But I enjoyed being able to MC the event.
Yeah.
And
It was
just
a lot of
present
fun.
and just get people to have fun and
Yeah.
loosen up and
take a breath and remember, I guess that was the other part, is when we get up and MC, it just feels like we're able to guide more, because we get up on the mics and for any of our regular listeners, y'all can even comment and let us know how our message and the energy that we hold helps you out. If it does in any way, I'm sure it's got to. That's what we're here for. And so for us to get up, live and direct on the mic and just kind of like help everyone through breath and knowing that we're going to be ringing the bowls as we're watching the film to ride the frequencies into the heart space, and just to get people like, hey, that we're your close neighbors and people that that are working towards these new technologies, and we're trying to stay in the know so that way they're right there close by when the stuff starts to transition, because a lot of people are dealing with ailments, and we want to be able to heal those and keep them healed, right? And just keep them balanced. And just like Tesla in our last, was it the last video?
Our last episode,
our last episode when we talked about Tesla, energy, frequency, and vibration can unlock the secrets to the universe.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. So yeah, we offered the film for free. Everything was free for the people that showed up. Yep. So I don't know. Do you want to show them a trailer on our show right now?
I want to check it out real quick. This is like really good information. This
minutes.
is that new. Yeah. So enjoy.
Let's get back. What had happened was when we used the video sharing device, it did not capture the audio. So we'll just link the trailer in the description. Just like that. Enjoy the show.
Tap, tap.
Testing. All right. That was good. Inspiring.
Yes.
All over again. Dude. Like,
good stuff.
It's amazing that there's this technology and there's a movement like this that's out there, and we're not seeing it.
Right.
We're not seeing it. We're not seeing it on our social media. We're not seeing it in the mainstream media. And, it makes us question, of course, and we've questioned. We've already been down that road. There's so many people out there that need to start questioning, and they'll start. And if you're here because you have started questioning, congratulations again. There's the movement, dude. It's out there, and what we're seeing is the takedown of this control system that is going to allow us to take advantage of it, dude, and be all over it.
Do you remember that? I don't remember exactly where it's from, but there's a part in the film that dude had that big blue thing. Man, our mics, what's up?
Whoa, Mike.
Whoa.
We're back.
Mike.
Right, we're back.
This guy, Mike. All right. Stop messing with us, Mike. Golly. All right, we're still here. What's up, everybody? All right. So in the film, there was a part with this guy that had a machine, that big blue machine that just pulled energy in from the radio waves. And it was like enough to power, what was it, 300 or
300 houses or something
like that. Yeah. From this one machine that just ran off of. And so there's...
that was...
let me just speak, because there was like I'm going to go a little political here. Because I have to express this. We're going to free energy. Like, I know we're going there, and there's ways that we're going to have to go through to get there. And so I heard, I've heard Trump talk about, like, there's two things on the debate. Like, what's today's date? Today's like the 4th or 3rd.
Today's
the 3rd. So it's October 3rd. And
it's 1:03 on October 3rd.
Okay. See, synchronicities. All right, so let me just say this real quick. Obviously, it's coming through. Seeing the debate and some prior speeches that Trump has talked about, being for the vaccine, we're going to have it be available for everyone, and then also talking about we're going to use, why would we stop fracking and the oil industry and all this stuff? It's because there's a lot of people that are in that industry right now, and he doesn't want to scare them with talking like Biden is talking with, we're going to go solar this and that. We're getting rid of all those industries. Those people are freaking out if that dude, like, he just lost a bunch of voters. Like, all the oil industry and all that stuff. And I don't like the oil industry. Like, I don't think it's going to sustain. But just because Trump does say, like, hey, we're going to have the best of those worlds here local and we're going to do it, that's the part that I think it has room to maneuver itself after he wins. I believe he's going to win. That's just my opinion. Because as a world, we're going from one pattern to another, and it's a shift in steps. We can't go from here to utopia across the entire planet. There's not people that are actually ready to hold that vibration just yet. We got to go through the adjustments here, and so Thrive is post adjustments and opportunities for quantum healing, free energy, and stuff like that. But let's not freak out the oil industry people that are the guys that are the roughnecks wearing the hard hats, the American boys, stuff like that. Like, there's an energy within that's just not ready to give up their job because it helps provide really good food for their family.
Right.
So, and I don't even know exactly why I'm speaking about this. Maybe there's someone out there that just needed to hear that. To not be scared. Because, I used to hear when Trump was deregulating like national forests and stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, now all the corporations are going to come in there. But then immediately what happened after I thought that was like, well, let's see if it actually happens that way. And as far as I've seen it, nothing has been added that wasn't already in production before Trump. Like the pipelines and the things like that, those were already planned.
Right.
Long before the corporations are already doing that. And so, but nobody else has come in and like, oh, now I'm taking over and just come in and like fucking put a tap on Niagara Falls or something and start,
Right.
It didn't happen. So the deregulating, if you really look into it, is actually assisting with other entities that are of a more conscious mind, which are ready to step into these roles. It allows them to get into place and shift that.
Right.
And so I think as a quantum being, as us here, me and Romy, we view ourselves. I know we feel this quite often in the work that we do. This is how I see things and patterns shifting from one octave to the middle octave. That, I was going to say that because I'm looking at a piano and I'm seeing the black note. Is that, and it's not, that's just funny. It's balancing the black and the white.
Yeah.
Anyway,
no, I see what you're saying. No, we are moving octaves, and it's a vibration. It's us moving up in consciousness, and it's us being seeing a bigger picture. We're following a 5D chess game.
Yeah.
So
right.
every move that Trump makes, there's 5 moves ahead that
we don't see.
Exactly. And it's, that's what we have to just open our eyes to. And it's not just about how he talks and, the way that the media spins his words out of context. There's a meaning for everything, even, everything that he misspells, everything that he capitalizes.
Yeah.
There's hidden meanings to it. And there are optics to the decisions that he's making. Yeah,
right.
He's not going to try to freak out the majority of the people that don't really understand, but it is beneficial for them in the long run. Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally, man. About that.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, look, we don't want to seem like we're on a QAnon thing. This is not, for Romy and myself, this is not any information given us to like that. We can tell you, given to us like that. I don't know if I said every word correctly. Anyway, this is stuff that we've garnered through our own experiences and that have shown us stuff. And it just coincides with certain other groups or organizations that are labeled groups and organizations. And some people like to label themselves, and they will say like, hey man, I'm part of QAnon and I found out this information, and they put it out. I think the biggest part of QAnon is it arose almost like an anonymous, right? Like anonymous hackers. And QAnon was looking at signs and signals. The people that look into the information go out and seek it and then post it. And so it's just your average, everyday people that, I mean, fuck, if you're going to lead a society onto the computer and getting all their information like that, but then also leave the internet almost like an open avenue for hackers to go through, these dudes are ready. And they're like, what? So let me hack into this and find out some truth myself. And so there's people that are fucking smart. And everybody knows these guys. This one guy that never comes out, he's the hermit and fucking he's on the computer. He's a hacker. Like, you got friends that just know how to do shit on the computer. And so when you put the word out, which QAnon has done, you have average Joes and people like that have just been on learning how to do all this stuff because they gave us all the tools to work on the computer. Right. Not me. I didn't. Right. I'm not that good. I'm a little bit more old school. But some of these young kids, so they can find information, and that to me is what QAnon has been most about for me. And I was seeing this stuff from Cobra and this person and Fulford and all this other stuff years ago. But it was also stuff that was shown to me by my own guidance that I asked a question inside of my mind, and then boom, the answer would come in some weird way. And I'm like, and that's where I would get expressions of truth showing me a specific pattern on how things are more or less put together in the space that I am working in, that my essence is now in. This is the game. Rewrite it. Right? This is what you've been fooled with, and this is information coming at you can you just feel like like you're computing all this data.
You're connecting dots, and it's it's not all, everything isn't all left-sided. It's not all analytical. There's an intuition involved, and you have to tap into that intuition, dude, to be able to know within the truth. Because right now, what we see out there, you can't trust anything right now. The mainstream media is spinning fucking lies, and they're spreading misinformation. The truthers are being discredited, making them look like conspiracy theorists, and calling them names and making them look dumb. And so people don't know where to go. Right. But they need to know where they need to go is within.
Yeah, within. Because that's where you and I are getting the real truth about what's going on.
We're having personal experiences that lead us to the truth.
Magic.
It's magic. These synchronicities that we're showing you, that we're proving to you on air.
They don't happen just here. These are small things. These are nothing compared to what's happening. And we've told y'all. Right, we're telling you.
We proved it to you that synchronicity is a thing, and that's how we learn the truth on this scale, on this QAnon scale. Right. It's all about synchronicity.
QAnon came after what I already knew. QAnon just validated more of what I already knew. That's how it worked for me. That's where I was like, oh wow, okay, I knew that already. So if they keep speaking, but I can also dissect some of this stuff and be like, I don't really share that view. I don't share the same view of QAnon through and whole because there's so many different perspectives and people are saying all different kinds of things. There's no way you could. It's because it is an organic thing. If you want to label QAnon as specifically like Antifa, it's more like what they say Antifa is than Antifa actually is. It's more of a group, people that are just sitting behind the desk. Nobody's coming out vandalizing anything. Right. We're just sharing information and an idea. And that's what Antifa is supposed to be, but they come out and get in your face and do exactly what they say they don't want.
Projecting at its best.
Yeah. Hey, Romy, we went off course here for a minute. I'm sorry.
No, dude,
we had some stuff. I wanted to make sure we don't miss any topics.
No, we're past that, man. We're flowing right now, bro. Once we said it was 103 on 10-3, I knew right there, like, let's flow.
Let's flow with it.
You know what I'm saying? So that was good. So it's all... We're doing our thing, man. Feeling the flow. Yeah. Inspired means we're in spirit. We're in spirit. With spirit. Yeah. So what's our next topic, man? What else can we flow on? What are you feeling? What am I feeling?
What was I feeling earlier? It kind of rolls with what we were talking about. I posted the video, and I've seen a few other things where there's just this energy about people.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we'll just keep riding with
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
With
yeah.
when they heard the name Trump, or when they hear the word Biden.
Right. They're programmed
Right.
to react a certain way.
Yeah.
And this is part of the
Project Mockingbird.
Yes.
It's part of all those.
Yeah, Operation Mockingbird. I mean, we can smarten up to that. Mockingbird. That's where we brought in, not we, but the CIA
Yeah.
brought in journalists.
They don't deny it either.
Yeah, and implanted them in all of these,
The corporation news.
the
and-
news outlets to spread propaganda. And it's a CIA operation, so look it up. We'll link it. Click the link. So all of these journalists. So this has been infiltrated, and that's why we can't.
Yeah.
That's why we don't know what the truth is and who's telling the truth.
Sometimes in the mainstream media, someone will slip through and then get their ass handed to them afterwards. And right, like there's some people that have come out, and then the next thing you know, they're fired.
Yeah.
Like what's that dude, Ben Swanson or
Ben Swan.
Ben Swan? He talked about Pizzagate, and then he got canned or something, right?
Yep.
That's truth.
Now he's independent.
That's a truth right there. Don't look at what he said or this and that. You look at the actions that happened and what were the percussions.
repercussions.
Repercussions. The percussions.
What'd you say?
The percussion. That. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So the people are programmed to react when you
Yeah.
hear the word Trump
or Biden.
or Biden, and it's really strange, and it's like a hypnotic trance.
Because you get two different, in a grand sense. Like if you looked at the what am I looking for? The word, the average. On average, what you get, if someone is a Biden supporter and then someone says that they're pro-Trump, on average, what you get is almost a sense of rage and violence that wants to come on the other person, and they're being labeled a racist.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
At least from what I'm seeing.
yeah. You're totally seeing
Yeah.
that. Like the line is drawn. Like it's like, and it's forced on us.
Right.
It's forced on us. Like this line has been forced on us. It's either you're good or you're evil. It's what it boils down to.
Right.
And so what's happening is it's people's cognitive dissonance is just kicking in
Right.
because of the media forcing you to tell you what to think.
How to react.
Yeah, and how to react.
Almost not even what to think, because I think there's a lack of thinking. The media puts in how they're programming the energy body and how to react to other frequencies, right? Okay, so let's draw it back to what we talked about in the beginning. We're looking at this shit as frequencies, right?
Yes.
And so, we got to mention the other side of the coin with the whole Biden, Trump, and names. So if I'm a Trump supporter, which I am at this point, just because I see how he interacts with the pattern shift to what I'm working to create. That's just me. You can love me or hate me, whichever. See what energy that incites in you. If you're more balanced, then you'll want to know why I think that, instead of saying, well, fuck Harold, and if I see him, I'm throwing a milkshake on him. That thing, and they call it milkshaking. They're milkshaking people now. What?
Really?
Yeah. You haven't heard that?
No.
Well, anyway, the Caitlyn Bennett, she was going around asking people, questions, and this one guy at a rally was like, "Oh, fuck Trump and this and that," and she's like, "Well, they're out there," because she was comparing like who's doing actual violence.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, if you mean milkshaking, like they mean bring on my milkshake my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard," and he's like making them dance, and she's like, "No, she's throwing milkshake on him."
Wow.
I'm okay with that. Somebody throw a milkshake on me, and he tries to justify how that's not inciting violence, and how something that someone else did on the right side, Trump, I'm sure, I can't remember what it was, how is he inciting violence if that's not if you say that's
Right.
not inciting violence.
Right.
And it's just so cuckoo backwards, and they sit there and they defend it and they dance to it and they mock in it, and it's a total inharmonious way of producing energy externally. So we're looking at what the reaction is. And so, like I said, the other end of that would be me. Like right now, I'm a Trump supporter. If someone said they're a Biden supporter, sometimes I'm like, ugh, but I want to know why. If I could just show them, hey, look at him touching children. They're not his. You know that, right? They're not his children. He's sniffing them. He's getting right up in their face.
Right.
I would not let any man, I don't care if I'm getting a house, a seat in Congress or whatever those husbands were getting sworn into, it was their graduation day is what it was, and they didn't want to say no. But if you watch and listen, you can see when one of the fathers, he kind of steps in like, come on.
Right. Yeah.
And come on, if you watch that and then you're going to put up Trump things like, oh, look at his daughter sitting on his lap. Fuck you, man. I have my daughter. She's 12. She sits on my lap sideways and I hug her. I hold her. That's how you're supposed to like hold your children. He may have said some creepy stuff that people think that, and I know there's some stuff that he said that I'm like, I don't know. That's taking it a little bit too far. But to justify him saying that I would date my daughter is saying that your daughter is a respectable woman. Like, if you're going to date someone, like, if you respect yourself, and anybody can think whatever they want about Trump, but if he respected himself and he said that about his daughter, not in a, nasty way, and like, look, my daughter is beautiful. She's smart. She's got her shit together. If I were her age, yeah, I would date her. I would be a lucky fucking guy to date my daughter. That's what I pick up on it.
Right.
I would think that about my child. If your daughter was a little, hussy and this and that, you wouldn't be saying that like, yeah, I'd want to date my daughter.
Yeah.
Like, so, they try to twist everything, but it's, anyway, we'll get back to my reaction to like someone saying Biden. I just want to know where they're coming from and if they've seen the information, right? And I'm not going to want to fucking punch them. I'm not going to want to put violence on them and the programming through the hypnosis when someone says Trump, because that's where the hypnosis lies.
Yeah, it's always the reaction's always a blame. It's always like, well, Trump did this, or Trump. Well, what about when Trump kids in cages, or what about the big headline of
Of the day,
the flavor of the day, the attack of the day.
Yeah,
it sticks in their mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're just spewing it out. They're like, oh, what about QAnon's a Trojan horse program? They're just like repeating what is being plugged into their subconscious.
You can read it
through their.
You can go through the headlines and then you see what their talking points are.
Like, dude, when's the last time that you ever
had original thought?
Yeah, exactly. Where it said that, like, you've never.
I was saying this the other day. If you can come into a situation, which I know I have, and say, I'm coming from a place of not very much knowledge, and this is just my view on it right now. We have our NACO video, right? Mm-hmm. We came out and said that. We said, hey, we have this much information. This is reading this information, what we're telling you and how we feel right now. It could change because once we get more information.
Right.
That's what we've said. That's how I operate, and I say that. But if you come in unknowing the other side and act like you know it and you've never seen or experienced, but you can argue with not looking at the other side by saying you have no knowledge. You got to admit it, or that's like throwing up a fucking a backboard shot and you didn't call it. You got to call it, man. If you don't know you're going to throw this shit up, then you know what I'm saying? So backboard, and you got to call it. That's a sign of showing your energy. Hey, I don't know all the light about this. This is my pattern. Help set me right. If you have more information, I'd love to see it and expand my knowledge so I can come at it with more ground to stand on. But people come out with no ground to stand on because they haven't even looked at the other side and sit there and try to act like they know everything. and that they're so righteous. That's the programming. And I'm like, now I see why people judge millennials, and they're all getting a trophy for nothing. I don't remember that. I didn't get no trophy in high school football, middle school football. No, if we were lost, we went home like our heads down.
Yep.
We felt it. Felt a little like, hey, we got to get our shit together and grow from this.
We regrouped and we moved on.
We didn't fucking just get a little trophy. I used to not care about that issue, right? You hear people talking about it all the time, and I would just be like, whatever. Let them get a fucking trophy. I don't care. Make the child feel good.
Yeah.
But now I see what it did.
Oh, I know.
And they're all just fucking righteous.
You know, it's wild, man, and it's the programming is deep, and it's gonna take a while for those that need to be awakened to see that. But as long as we spread knowledge and throw out the nuggets, and as long as you, listener, do the same thing, spread the knowledge, spread what you know, speak your truth, it's going to expand more. The collective is just going to get bigger and bigger. There's always going to be one person that gets activated, and that's all we need. Is we just need you to activate one person, or have them activate one person, and just it's happening right now, and that's where we're at. And it's, you know, unfortunately, there's going to be some people that just don't get it.
Yeah.
And for us just to be aware of it is great, and to grow from it is even better.
Yes. Grow from it, please. You got me over here ranting and raving. I'm so sorry. Like, I came in hot today. I was like,
that's right, bro.
A lot of
man,
energy to push out there.
Don't hold back, man. That's what we're here for. And so if you're here listening, you're here because you've been guided here, and we appreciate everything that you do for us. So we will catch you next time.
Love. So we want you to love always
and always
from now
until the end of days.
Peace.